Last year, the two main CW shows ended on cliffhangers. Well, sort of, if you believe main characters can be taken off shows that are named by them. This season, we pick up with The Return. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Season 4, Episode 1, The Flash, Reborn. And okay, so I actually got some pretty good laughs last year when we were talking about things like time travel and the Speed Force, but I have to admit it ended in a pretty emotional moment. We had the spirits of the Speed Force personified in the image of Barry's mom come out of the Speed Force and say, basically, you gotta come with me. Remember, he was supposed to get married, too. So that was a real screw job to Iris. But he just walks away, and in the end, we're left with who will be the Flash. Now, in the comics, there was a storyline called The Return of Barry Allen, which happened when Wally was Flash. This is not a cover from that, but it was a pretty cool story, and I hope that as we watch this episode, we see something like that. But after the way they handled Savitar, I'm not so sure. Let's take a look and find out as I watch tonight's episode of The Flash Reborn. Before we do, for those of you that are new to the channel, this is a community where we talk about the hows and whys of storytelling. Right now I'm reviewing The Flash, but in general, I talk about how themes and symbolism and just why and how we talk about stories. If you're interested, hit that subscribe button, but for now, let's throw this up there and get to specifics of the episode. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Great Caesar's ghost. Excelsior! And this house is bitching. Alright, well, two of those are comic book references, so that was cool. Alright, so we get a mention of the fact that Wells died, well, one of the Wells died, and the fact that Julian has been shifted off onto a bus, well, a plane because it's England. But in general, most of the cast has returned, and all in all, it's a pretty cool episode. We spend a lot of time really delving into what it means that Flash is missing, which of course is a big deal because we know that at some point in the future he's going to be as well. 2024 to be exact. So, he's been gone for 6 months our time, who knows how long in Speed Force time, and Kid Flash has been running around. Now let me just say, in the crossover episode with Music Meister, Kid Flash, Martian Manhunter, Valor, and Vibe were running around being the heroes, and I loved that episode. In fact, I love the way Vibe does things, between jumping around, his little snarkiness. I think that they get underplayed on how badass they are. So I was a little annoyed when at the beginning of the episode it was, oh no, you're not the real Flash, and oh no, you're not good enough to be the heroes of this city. You know what? I think these guys earned their right to be there. And as much as I would say that, yeah, the Flash is faster than Kid Flash, I don't think that he's that much better of a hero. All things considered, he messes up quite a lot. In fact, he's caused most of his own problems. So, we get him back, and he's all sorts of mentally messed up. We even have to use Captain Cold's freeze gun in order to stop him when he runs and starts going crazy. That was kind of a fun little haha, because everyone thought, of course, that that was Killer Frost's powers developing. And whether or not Caitlin still has those powers is an interesting question. Last year I made a pretty big deal about the whole Killer Frost transformation thing. It kind of grates on me. Yes, in the comics, Killer Frost is a villain, although she's a villain that's recently made a heel-face turn and become a hero in Justice League of America under Batman. But in this universe, we're introduced to Killer Frost in the alternate dimension, the same alternate dimension where we're introduced to Reverb. And Reverb is the villainous version of Vibe. So, why would we assume that Caitlin has to be a villain if she develops these powers? I mean, yeah, there's the whole, oh, it cools her, gives her a cold heart emotionally. But realistically, she's still Caitlin. There's no reason why she can't have the powers and play right along with all the boys in the superhero game. However, the A-plot of this episode is really all about faith. Trusting that someone you care about, someone you know, is still going to be that someone you know and someone you care about. Trusting that there is a rhyme or reason. and the fact that no matter how scientifically literate you are, no matter how much you know something, sometimes you have to believe, whether that be believe in yourself or believe in the power of love or the power of friendship. And all in all, that's a pretty good thing for the Flash, because we deal with a lot of mysticism here. We deal with a speed force that might as well be magic, let's be honest. The B-plot, on the other hand, was the villain of the week, a samurai that's really more of a tease for what's coming next, because this was a robot samurai being controlled by someone. I'm betting the new villain of the season. However, this year they promised no speedster-made villain, and as such I had to really appreciate the fight this week. It took no time. The Flash is just so fast that you can't put a physical non-speedster against him. And no more racing cars and racing bullets. No, they even say no one's run as fast as he has now that he's been out of the Speed Force. He's mainlining Speed Force. So where they had a problem with Peekaboo at the beginning of the episode, let's be honest, there's no need for there to be a problem with those types of rogues unless you want to be. The Speed Force has made him all-powerful, has made him the Flash we've wanted him to be, has made him finally be true to that opening sentence. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive. Although if you get a chance on Facebook, there's a funny video going around about what if the Flash was telling the truth. Alright, so at the end, we get to have almost a happy ending, a great start to the season. Yeah, Killer Frost's powers are starting to develop again, and Caitlin seems like she's losing control, but all in all, we've got the team back together, and I really hope she can hold it together for this. Now, we then have that after credits scene, and the fact that this was all part of a master plan, because of course it was. The Mad Thinker is an old villain, one that's appeared many times, but I think they're going with the Geoff Johns story when Wally fought him as their basis for this. Am I alone in thinking he looks almost like, I don't know, like he should be like Brainiac instead of Thinker? Maybe they're going to mix the two a little. Either way, the Samuroid was designed by him and built by someone else, and we're going to see a bunch of this as the season goes on. I haven't gotten to see Legends of Tomorrow yet, hopefully I will tonight, but all in all, I think that the Berlantiverse has a nice, strong comeback. What did you think about this chapter? As the Flash is reborn. Did you like it? Or do you start to have that Smallville problem that I've been having? The one where each season's a cliffhanger just for it to go back to status quo. I think the Flash has been slightly better at that than Smallville used to be. Maybe I'll do a episode one of these days explaining my problems with Smallville. For now, if you liked this video, I could use your help. See, because I'm trying to grow this channel and as such this community, so please give me a thumbs up if you like this so that I know to keep doing it, and share this with a friend. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and join our little community. What I'm trying to do is examine stories, and since I personally like superhero stories, I'm doing a lot of them, but I'm branching out this year, trying to spread my wings, exploring the whys and hows of storytelling. Take a look at some of my videos on Sundays that talk about storytelling theory, and of course my Throwback Thursdays, and my reviews of everything as they come up. For now, I hope that you join us as we walk through the heart of the stories we tell. Have a good night.